Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first time that you've tuned in. Um, Today's look, I just wanted to try recreating a kind of peachy, glowy, summery kind of everyday look that you could wear, and recreate the look that everyone is using at the moment with the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I don't actually own the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, but I love the look of it and the kind of looks that you can get with it. So I wanted to try and use different items that I've got in my makeup kit already. So yeah, instead of kind of spending quite a lot, I guess, on the Too Faced palette, I just wanted to do a look with items that you might already have and could use. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more makeup tutorials. And yeah, if you want to see how I've created this look with the various items I've used, all you need to do, keep on watching. Hi, so as you can see, I've gone in and already done my foundation and my under eye highlight, and I've just set it all with my pressed powder. I've sort of done my eyebrows and obviously this eye. I just wanted the kind of main feature to be the actual eye makeup. So what I'm going to do is go in first of all and just start a little bit of transition colours just with the first peach shade I've got. It's just a oh, can't see it in the light, a peach colour blusher from Primark actually. I think this was £1.50. So yeah, this is in the shade Taboo, and it's just a lovely, lovely sort of soft peachy shade that I thought would be a good starting colour. So I'm going to go in and start with the other eye. Now I went over the whole eyelid with this colour, kind of outer corner to inner, and right almost up to the brow bone. So I'm going to take plenty of that on my, just a fluffy blending brush. And it's just a good way of getting a lot of colour on quickly. Outer to inner, down there as well, and quite high up too. I am going to use a couple of different blushes just to get a couple of different shades in there, because I suppose, you know, lots of different blushes, although they're all going to be kind of peachy toned, they'll just have a slightly different colour to it and just add a little bit of sort of warmth and a bit of extra sort of colour to the whole look. So I'm going to take it out sort of quite far towards my eyebrow as well. Right, the next colour I'm going to use is from the Kate Moss. It's just a contour and highlight palette with Rimmel. A highlight, a contour, and a sort of peachy colour too for the blush. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on the same brush and just go in and do a little bit more, just add a little bit more, concentrating this more so on the outer corners, still reasonably high up, but sort of more on the outer. I think it's a little bit of a darker tone to it, so I'm just going to kind of deepen up the crease a little bit and add a little bit more depth, and as I say, just an extra kind of colour. Now the next colour I took from it was from the Morphe 35O palette. There's quite a few sort of naturally tones in here, so I just thought this would be a good palette to use a couple of the colours from, because there's some sort of orangey based. I'm going to use this one here, just concentrate that just on the outer corner, but it'll be a good colour to just blend in with the rest of it. I'm just going to use this sort of, it's called a smudger brush actually, just a sort of flattish one, and just take a little bit of that kind of orangey tone on there and just pack it on the outer corner of my eye a little bit, just the crease really, almost. Just sort of this area here, backwards and forwards, and sort of taking it down to sort of like the V that goes from your lash line up and back in a little bit. This is just going to sort of help define the crease a little bit. I'm just going to take another sort of fluffy blending brush and just blend all those colours in together, so there's no sort of harsh lines or anything like that. I always think peach looks beautiful with blue eyes. It kind of really makes almost your eyes more blue. So again, from that palette, I'm using the same brush. Where is it? I'm just going to go in and take the colour next to it, which is this one here. It's still sort of like a warm toned sort of browny colour, but it's just going to darken up the outer corner still a little bit and just give it a little bit more depth again. So just in the same place almost, just in the crease of your eye and going down towards that lash line again. Right out to my eyebrow, right down to the lash line, but just on the crease really, concentrating it there so that you can still see the overall colour of the peachy sort of coming out through the top. And you've just got a little bit of extra darkness kind of on the outer corner and sort of winging it out a tiny little bit just towards your eyebrow, but a very subtle wing. Okay, so after that I wanted to, I know in that Sweet Peach palette of Too Faced there's quite a nice couple of shimmer colours, so I just wanted to put some of the shimmer sort of effect on the actual eyelid. So what I'm going to go in with is NYX Lid Lingerie. It's just a liquid sort of highlighter really for your eyelids. Eye tint it's called. This is in the shade Nude To Me, number 11. So I'm just going to take a little bit and just put it on the back of my hand. Actually, I'll put it on there because I've just put some fake tan on. I don't want to mess my fake tan up. I don't know why I decided to do fake tan in the middle of the day really. It's going to wash off when I do a little bit of washing up later. Okay. So I've just got it on the on my hand here. I'm just going to apply it with my finger just to the sort of middle and inner corner of my eye, and it's just going to lighten up the inner corner to the sort of middle, and just give the next couple of products that I'm going to use something to grab to as well. Now I'm going to use my Milani blush. This is in the shade Luminoso. This is a beautiful sort of peachy shade blush, but it's got a little bit of shimmer to it as well. So I'm just going to go in with a flat sort of shader brush. Just grab a load of that on the brush and just press it onto where I put the liquid highlighter, eye highlighter, and it's just going to kind of grab to it that way. And with this being a little bit of highlighter in it as well, it's just going to kind of accentuate that. So just take it here, sort of from the inner corner over the crease, and just pack it on. So that's already given it a bit of shimmer, and just to intensify it even more, I'm going to use the Becca and Jaclyn Hill highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop. This again is just a beautiful peachy shade to it. It's not as pale as some of the highlighters like the Moonstone and things, and not as bronzy as like Opal. So it's just a perfect shade for a nice peachy look. So again, just with the same brush, I'm just going to go in and pop that on more so in the middle, sort of middle area of the eyelid, and just leave the inner corner and just almost do like a sort of spotlight eye. So it's just going to catch the light when you kind of blink or when you've just got your eyes open. You'd just be able to see this extra bit of intensity with that highlighter on top. And then just blend it all together again, so there's not any harsh lines or anything. I'm just going to go back in with that darker colour, the brownie shade, and just add a tiny little bit of extra, just in case the highlighter's sort of like taken away any, spilt over a little bit. So just there, and then back in with one of the blending brushes and just blend it all together. So you can still see all of the kind of peach colour around the outside. There's a bit of the darker colour on the outer corner just to accentuate that and sort of like bring the eye out. And yeah, then the highlighter in the middle and the inner corner, so it sort of opens up the eye as well. So yeah, I'm going to use that same highlighter to do my inner corner and brow bone, and just brighten up the inner corner and match it up with that same highlighter. And again, take on the just a little pencil definer brush just on the brow bone, and that'll just sort of help lift the brow bone as well. And I'm just going to blend that out once more so it doesn't come down too low, take away the peach of it. Now I am just going to do the under eye and go back in with all of the colours that I've just used. So with the blush again, just take it on this blender brush and just go in underneath up to the lash line and sort of lower as well, right into the inner corner. So that's going to be the main kind of colour. Now I'm just going to darken up the lash line slightly with that darker brown colour. I'm not going to go all the way across, I'm just going to leave that on the outer corner. I am going to use a little bit of brown eyeliner. This is just a Maybelline lasting gel liner. Just in the, I'm not actually going to take it in the waterline because I'm going to use a nude one there just to keep the eyes nice and wide. But I'm just going to use this, sort of rub it through the lashes. As I say, nothing too harsh, just a little bit rub sort of through the lashes, and then back in with that blender brush and just sort of blend it out so it's not harsh at all. It's just like a extra bit of darkness but a bit more defined. So as I say, I'm just going to put a little bit of a nude liner on the waterline just to kind of really open up your eyes. This is just the Rimmel nude colour, not white, it's nude. I am going to put some falsies on, but I do like to just give my lashes a quick curl so that they all kind of blend into each other. And I am just going to give them one coat with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Just so they all blend in together. We just plop them on as close to the lash line as possible. And then I'm just going to go in with a tiny little bit of extra mascara just to help them blend all together. And just go in the bottom eyelashes as well with the same mascara. Just wanted to go in and do a little bit of extra, and I've got this collection Dazzling gel liner. So I'm just going to put a little bit just on the inner corner just to add a little bit of extra sort of shimmery glitter to the inner corner. And yeah, it just sort of added a little bit of extra glam, shimmer and glitter. So you just sort of took it up This would work so well for a nice sort of glitter cut crease too, so I think I might try that at some point soon. But yeah, that is the final eye look. I'm just going to go in and sort of do a little bit of extra, just bronze up my face. So I'm just going to go in with my MAC bronzer in the shade Medium Deep. Just take some of that on a big fluffy Real Techniques brush and just bronze up a little bit. I'm just going to do a really tiny little bit of contouring with my NYX Contour and Highlight palette. I'm actually going to go in with my favourite brush, the NARS Itter brush, just with this shade here. It's kind of the lighter one, so it's not going to be too intense, but just a touch on the cheekbone. And just a little on the I'm going to use the same blushes that I used before, well, one of the same ones, the Milani Luminoso one, just on the cheeks. Whoa, 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 whoa! Jumping away. Then it'll all match up nicely. And as I say, it's already got a little bit of highlight in it, so you could stop there if you thought that was enough, but I don't, so I'm going to add a little bit of extra. And I'm going to use the same highlight, so we're all matched up. Becca. My Becca. What am I going to use? I'm just going to go in and use my Morphe M501 highlighting brush. Just do the tops of the cheeks. Around here. And just highlight that up. Down the nose. Cupid's bow. That's that little bit done. Now I'm just going to do my lips. So I'm just going to use a really nude lip liner. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade London. So I'm just going to line my lips with that. And then I'm just going to go in and use this, which is the Barrier Matte Me Up Lip Crayon in the shade, just the shade number 1, I think. Anyway, it's a beautiful sort of corally, peachy colour just to go with the rest of the look. Just tie in with the peachy look we got going on. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you like it. I just wanted to show that you could kind of get the peachy summery look without having to spend all that money on the Too Faced palette. Beautiful as it is, I'm sure, but since I haven't invested in it and I keep seeing people using it, I just thought I wanted to have a little go at trying to get that look. And again, with just the sort of bits of glitter and the shimmery highlighters and things, I think it's pretty good. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you click on the little bell thing next to the subscribe button, you'll be alerted every time I make a video. See you soon.